Hi everyone. So in today's video I'm going to talk about flicking your casters. Casters being the front wheels of your chair, the nice swivelly wheels, and flicking being getting those casters up about an inch for about half a second. So basically that's all I'm asking for in this video. It doesn't seem like much, but it's very useful by itself and can be used to get over small obstacles. So I'm going to put this down as an example. It's a good portable example for me to use, being this rope. If I was to push into it with quite a bit of force, I just stop dead. Now I'm going to use caster flicking right now in order to get over this, and because my casters actually did go a little bit over it, it's a really good example of where I can use it right now. And other places you can use it are things like if road's quite cobbly, there's a threshold with a door, something like that. You can go right up to it, do a bit of a caster flick over it, and then pull yourself in. I'm going to go through next lesson going over while moving. It makes it a lot easier to get over things like that, but you can just do a little bit of an on-the-spot flick to get over little obstacles like that. Now I'm going to talk about a bit of safety and confidence stuff before I go into a few tips and tricks on how to do caster flicks. Really important for your confidence to get somebody behind you when you're first caster flicking. If you've got anti-tips on your chair, you should be okay to do some caster flicks. As I say, I've never actually seen anybody ever tip out of their chair doing caster flicks because they're not that high. But if you are putting quite a bit of effort into your pushing, in the back of your mind, the fear of overbalancing might wreck your confidence a little bit. So having somebody behind you to catch you just in case is quite it's quite a bit off your mind, to be honest. It's a very good peace of mind thing. So a bit about safety straps in lesson 0 on this course. So it's very good to learn how to do that. So what I'm going to talk about now is the stuff that you can do to make it easier to do a caster flick. So it's what I see a lot of people struggle with is that they sort of push, trying to do a caster flick, and they just push forward. They don't caster flick, they just push forward. And that's because their chair is what I call stacked at the front. There's quite a lot of weight at the front of the chair, and it's making it really difficult for them to get a good push in. Now there's loads and loads of factors that go into whether or not your chair is tippy or not, based on your body, the chair setup, all that kind of stuff. It's too much to go into in this video, so what I've gone and done is created a visual aid in the form of a PowerPoint presentation with lots of diagrams to show you what factors affect the tippiness of your chair. So a couple of things that you can do right now in order to try to counteract any issues you'll have with the tippiness of your chair. So first one is going to be making sure that you sat upright. If you sat quite far forward in your chair, there's quite a bit of gap between your backside and the backrest. You'll find that a lot of your weight is at the front of the chair, i.e. stacking the front of the chair, and you'll find that getting that really difficult. But there's a lot of things to do with technique as well that affect it. Because you can back wheel balance any chair. I've done a back wheel balance in a shower chair before, so there's a lot of technique stuff that goes into it as well. So very important, lean back. If your chair's not tippy, like mine is, I've specifically set my chair up to be as tippy as I like it to be. If your chair's not that tippy, lean back. Don't look down when you're first starting out, because that involves putting your weight further forward, makes it more difficult, makes it harder to do. So you would want to either look straight forward at a spot in the wall if you can find one, or look upwards. That'll bring your head back, and also don't start with your hands here. I do because my chair is quite tippy. If your chair's not, bring your hands further back. So usually start from here, but I start from back here if your chair's not very tippy, because it brings your arms back, it brings your shoulders back, it brings so much of your body weight further back that it makes your chair that little bit more tippy. So if I do that, it makes my chair a lot tippy. I don't have to put much effort in at all. And the third thing is making sure you're committing to your push. So I see a lot of people just not really putting much effort into their push at all, and they end up just moving forward and not actually tipping. So important to get a good strong push in, because that's what tips your chair. Well, gets your casters up. That basically is getting a good strong accelerating push. You're going to want to really throw your arms forward like you're punching really hard. So that's just basically a lift and then down. To get you, if you do feel that you're going too high, then pull backwards. So you can get up, pull backwards, and that gets your front wheels down. But that's basically, if your chair's tippy already and you're doing all of these things to make your chair more tippy, you can go a bit high. But as I say, I've never seen that happen. So, yeah, those are the three things that go into getting your chair higher. That's making sure that you're in a good seating position, making sure that you're leaning more body weight backwards, and also really committing to that push. So that will conclude how to lift your casters up off the floor. In the next lesson, I'll talk about how to do that while moving. It's essentially a similar skill, but there's a lot more to it. So I hope to see you in that video, and thank you for watching, and I hope this helped. So thank you.